Chat. Just pull up a chair.
I would get feedback from an audition like, well, you're not pretty enough to play like the pretty girl, but you're not like quirky enough or weird enough to play the weird girl. And I was like, okay, so does that just mean like I can't be an actor? Like, what does that mean? That was what I was getting feedback on every single audition.
She ain't pretty enough.
Hi, I'm Kristen Bell, and this is the timeline of my career.
Looking for trouble?
Shouldn't you be in bed, Schuster?
Don't think you're gonna bum any beer off of us either.
Yeah, get your own.
I was living in Michigan and had already discovered my love of theater and music and acting, so I was auditioning for anything I could get my hands on, and this movie called The Polish Wedding came and shot in Detroit with Claire Danes and Gabriel Byrne, and I was cast as like disgruntled teenager number one, and I was very nervous, but I was also incredibly excited and tried to keep my cool, because at that time, and still, Claire Danes is just so worship worthy. She's just such an incredible force, and I tried to play it really chill. But yeah, I had braces. I was in the background. I think we were like smoking and drinking on a street corner, and that was my first film experience.
I just wanted to talk to him. He wouldn't even come and see me. He said he would come and see me.
In 2004, I was living in Los Angeles, but I had trained theatrically in New York, and this David Mamet movie came up, and I spoke Mamet. He's one of those playwrights where you kind of have to know the way he writes. It's very specific, and I was like, oh, I would love to do that, because I'm in that world. I've studied the way that he writes, and I auditioned, and I think I remember, even though I had been in LA for like a year or two, I remember saying to the casting director, I had just moved here from New York to try to appear more exotic and attractive. I think I said that for a few years when I lived in LA.
Yeah.
I used to sit there.
Yeah,
the only reason I was allowed past the velvet ropes was Duncan Kane. He used to be my boyfriend.
I did Veronica Mars right after I did Spartan. We shot the pilot of Veronica Mars in San Diego. The show got picked up, and we shot for the next 3 years in San Diego, and I commuted from Los Angeles to San Diego every Friday and Monday. So Fridays we shot really late, and I drove back to LA at around 7 or 8 in the morning, and then I left for work in San Diego at 4 in the morning on Sunday.
Wow.
And I did that for 3 years, which was difficult, but I do feel like I earned my stripes on that show, putting in a lot of effort. My high school experience was different than Veronica's, but everyone, every human being on the planet can relate to feeling like an outcast. Sometimes it's actually even the people that seem to fit in the most that feel the most left out. And Veronica Mars was kind of where I discovered that I could do comedy. Because prior to that, I was doing guest stars on TV shows, and they were all really dark roles, and I was very much like into acting, and they just wrote these beautiful sassy one-liners on Veronica Mars that were the things you wish you said. Like when you get in bed at night and you sort of punch yourself and you go, oh, I should have said that to that guy. That would have been the perfect singer.
Do you even know how to play poker?
No. But it must be really hard if all you guys play.
That was the language Veronica Mars spoke in. So it was very empowering to play this girl that was wise beyond her years and always fought for the underdog. I think I discovered a lot about my personality and who I wanted to be through playing Veronica.
Interesting. That's actually a fire compliment to say about the writing on that show. There's a lot of shows in life you'll watch and you'll learn about yourself through that show. You'll learn things that you dislike
But then
about
Capital One
yourself.
Saver card,
You'll
you get
learn
unlimited
things you never
3%
even
cash
thought.
back on dining
Do I do
and
that? Am I
entertainment.
Are you in the swamp?
Am I abrasive? Am I aggressive sometimes?
delivery.
Just different shows when you're putting yourself in the shoes of a character that you can look at life.
Hey, Upper East Siders. Gossip Girl
There's
here, and I
characters that
have
you'll
the biggest
admire.
news ever.
I'm a big fan of just saying what you need in a polite way, and the CW had just canceled Veronica Mars, and I was saying, oh, okay, I need to find a job, and I had heard that they were doing this pilot called Gossip Girl, and I realized that the cast was probably 5 years younger than I was at that time, but there was a narrator and that she was sort of a substantial portion of the show, and I just called Dawn Ostroff and said, hey, so remember last week when you canceled Veronica Mars, can I just be this narrator and stay in business with you? And she said, yeah, that sounds great, let me check. And then they offered me the part, which was so much fun because I think that was the only role that I've never gotten a note on. I walked in and they said, just make this sassy and catty, and we all know what that voice sounds like in our head. And over the however many years I did that role, I don't think I ever got an adjustment. I seem to be a part of these projects that keep coming back, which I'm thrilled about because I've had a pretty good experience on every project I've worked on, and I like the fact that it can be these reunions and we all get together again. I don't know what the new Gossip Girl is going to be like or look like, but I'm excited to do it again. Dust off the old sassy voice.
Peter,
Hey. Hi.
what are you doing here?
Came here to murder you.
I did not actually read the script before I auditioned for Sarah Marshall. I remember Judd Apatow was the biggest thing at that moment in comedy, and everyone was pining to work with him because he was just producing such great material. And I had gotten an audition at 10 a.m. on a Saturday morning, but I was shooting Veronica Mars in San Diego. So I got the sides that I was to memorize on a Thursday night. Then I worked on Veronica Mars, memorized it during my lunch break, and then drove to Los Angeles on no sleep and just walked right into the audition room. It was mostly a blackout for me because I was so tired, but somehow managed to book that role. And then when I finally ended up reading the script, it was the same caliber that you were used to seeing from a Judd Apatow production, and just fell in love with Jason Segel and Nick Stoller and Shauna Robertson, all the people who made that movie beautiful. And the funny thing about that was I was shooting Sarah Marshall in Hawaii, and I got a call that Veronica Mars was going to be canceled. It wasn't going to be picked up for another season. And one day later, I shot the scene where Sarah Marshall says, my show has been canceled, I'm washed up, and I don't matter anymore. So I was able to draw on a lot of personal feelings for that scene.
I'm really freaked out right now, okay? Because seemingly the only actresses that actually can survive are the ones that show their cooter. And excuse me, but I refuse to do that. I have a little dignity, and I don't have the frame to support plastic surgery. I would tip over, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna exploit myself.
The cool thing about that movie, I think what I learned from that was I really gravitate towards playing characters who are inherently unlikable on the page and figuring out a way to get you to root for them. Because everybody has something likable, relatable, identifiable about them. Even the people that are written like, you know, terrible human beings on a page. And when I read Sarah's part, I thought, oh, this girl, she's, you know, her ego is huge. She's a narcissist, but she's still a human being. And the way Jason Segel wrote that movie was so special because he gave his character a lot of character defects as well. So there were reasons that you believed he and Sarah were falling apart. But after that movie, I sought out roles that had a lot more dimension in the characters.
Oh! Please tell me I'm almost there. Does the air seem a bit thin to you up here?
I was only cast in that movie because I had auditioned for Tangled and was not cast. And the casting director, Jamie Roberts, had said, you're not right for this, but I think you're right for something else. And right after my audition for Tangled, I sat down with Chris Buck, who was our director on Frozen. And he said, you know, in about 3 years, I'm gonna be doing this movie, and it's gonna be called Anna and the Snow Queen. And at that time, it was something totally different. And he stayed in contact with me I mean, he's really the whole reason that I have this part. He stayed in contact, and they kind of built the role around me and asked us to share a lot of personal stories about how we wanted these two girls to interact to get a really strong, real sisterly dynamic, which is why I was able to make Anna so spunky. But I think what feels best about that movie is that because I was involved since its inception and was like the first one cast, I think that I was really able to shape that role into a love letter to my 11-year-old self. Most princesses that you see on screen, or at least the ones that I did when I was 11, they weren't nearly as clumsy as I was. They didn't talk too much. They didn't wear their heart on their sleeve as much as I did, and they just weren't as weird or quirky. And I really wanted to represent all the little weirdos out there, you know? I mean, I used to eat my dinner next to the dog, like in a dog dish with my face when I was like 5, 6, 7 years old. So I was like, I like my dog better than you guys, and I'm gonna eat down here. Like, it's just, you know, a little off the beaten path.
2, please.
Make that 3. With the Capital One Saver card, you earn unlimited 3% cash back on
Kids
dining
being
and
kids.
entertainment.
Are you in this one?
Get your 10
Wait, I can't skip this.
off my 3% cash back. Perfect delivery.
What's in your wallet? Oh, 1 out of 2.
2, please.
Make that 3. With the Capital One Saver card, you earn unlimited 3% cash back on dining.
All the cliches about parenting are true. That's why they're so annoying, and that's why they're
right.
cliches.
You are
But
a bad
there's
mom.
parenting is really hard, and I had just started to experience it. And I got a call from Mila Kunis, who is a friend,
And I
and
love
she said,
Mila.
"I'm doing this movie called Bad Moms, and so are you." And I was like,
Surprised I've never seen
"Okay,
that movie.
great." So she was the one who brought me onto the project. She's like, "Just trust me, you'll read it, you'll love it," and she was right. It poked fun at all the things that I was experiencing at that time, the like drop-off culture and how gross kids can be, and it was everything I needed at that moment. So I was very excited to be a part of that movie because I was going through those exact same things in my life. Whereas when I was doing Veronica Mars, I was 25 years old, playing 16. This was a project where I was actually experiencing all those things at those moments. And this sort of like mom vibe has very much become, I think, who I am, or at least what drives me with looking for roles that I guess show women in the forms of womanhood and motherhood simultaneously, and yet that dissonance that can be there.
Every person gets to live in a home that perfectly matches his or her true essence.
Cool. So I guess that's why my house, for example, is this adorable little cottage, whereas other people might have homes that are bigger. Like that one.
Exactly.
Mike Schur and I met when I was 18 years old in the halls of Saturday Night Live, where he was the head writer and where one of my friends was an intern in the set design department. And I was like, "Ooh, can I come with you?" And we had met a few times because we both were children there. And then throughout the course of the next 15 years, I'd run into him, and I always just adored him. And then when he started to create the best television out there with The Office and Parks and Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I was always desperate to work for him, but I didn't think he remembered me. And then one night I got a call on my voicemail that said, "Hey, Kristen, it's Mike Schur. I'm not sure if you remember me, but I have this project and I think you need to be a part of it." And I was like freaking out. And we sat down for lunch for like a 4-hour lunch and discovered we were both very preoccupied with what it means to be a good person. So it was just like all these stars aligning of me finally being able to work with Mike, getting the opportunity of my dreams, having it be the subject matter of my dreams, and living out the happiest 4 years I've had.
Being on stage feels like someone else, but also more yourself than you've ever felt.
This was the brainchild of a documentarian named Jason Cohen, who came to Will Gluck at Olive Bridge Entertainment and said, "I have this crazy idea and I just want to reunite musical theater casts because I've polled people, and in any room, 95% of the people were a part of their high school musical theater. And especially right now, there are very few things that bring us all together, that we've all experienced, right? We always talk about how much we disagree in America or on Earth. I'm different because of this thing. We all know what high school feels like, right? Everyone has that pit in their stomach when we say high school. And almost everyone was a part of their theater show. So we thought, what if we reunite millennials and baby boomers and just capture that spark of reintroducing yourself to someone you already know? And the show actually turned out better than we thought, because there's this electricity when you see people who can relive moments from their high school better. They almost have that Veronica Mars ability, because it's a human story more than it is about musical theater, but people have made amends or stood up for themselves, rekindled love, come out of the closet. It's like all these beautiful things wrapped up in one, and I'm very, very proud of it. It's funny, I was so concerned with acting in the beginning of my career, and I feel like as it's gone on, non-scripted television that tells more human interest stories is what I have been gravitating towards the last couple of years. Hello Bello came out of this idea that my husband and I had, where we both grew up in Michigan, but when we had kids, we could walk into any boutique and buy any baby product we felt was great for our baby and not look at the price tag. And we just, in the pit of our stomach, knew that was unfair. And we wanted to fill a void in the market where you could bring sort of premium products to all parents so they wouldn't have to choose between their baby and their budget. And I think one thing I've learned is that I've always seen problems in the world, but now that I have this career, I realize I can be leverage. I can walk into a company and say, I see a problem in the marketplace and I would like to fix it. And you can fix it with this, and you can say Dax and I are involved, and we will have integrity behind the mission, and it will be a good company. And it has so far. I mean, we've just turned a year, but we've given over 1 million diapers away and to 70 different organizations. We made sure going in that we have a 20% first responder discount. Like all of these things that when I'm going to bed at night, I want to see happen in the world, I'm able to leverage because of having done some movies and television. And the company doesn't go away like the movies or TV does. So we just turned a year old, and we're celebrating we're giving parents expecting or new in America and Canada a free pack of diapers, like on us. And every day that I sort of live that mission through this company, I feel more and more excited to take on more business opportunities. And I don't want to say less acting, but if this was where my career ended, acting-wise, I think I'd be okay with it. I remember early on getting feedback that I wasn't enough in either category. Like, I would get feedback from an audition like, well, you're not pretty enough to play like the pretty girl, but you're not like quirky enough or weird enough to play the weird girl. And I was like, okay, so does that just mean like I can't be an actor? Like, what does that mean? That was what I was getting feedback on every single audition. But I think as I've grown older, those boxes have changed and they've almost gone away. And it's like this huge gray area now of all these beautiful stories that you can tell that have dimensional people that don't have to be one thing. It's not the 80s where you have to have the popular girl and then the nerd who gets the guy. Like, it's not that anymore.
No, not at all.
And I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah,
and
in some ways, that's
I think it opens up a lot of
in
opportunities
we
for everyone to play and pretend, which is the most fun part.
We went far with it. I mean,
if
we
you
got
love
some
to travel,
crazy
Capital
things.
One has a rewards credit card that
But at the
opens
same
up a world
time,
of possibilities.
yeah, we should give Gen Z their credit for that, or maybe just the times in general. But yeah, things have changed. It's not the same, chat. It's not the same. Like it does not have to be cookie cutter anymore. It just doesn't. You don't need the cool guys in the school and the nerds, the pretty mean girls in the school and the nerd. Like it just, people are people, all kinds of people. You got the cool guy hanging out with the nerdy guy, hanging out with the guy who loves rock and roll, hanging out with the hip hop guy. Hip hop should take a lot of credit for just accepting people as they come as you are.
Hello, Vanity Fair. I'm Mila Kunis,
Catherine Hahn,
and Kristen Bell, and we're going to be putting
our hands in the
beer box.
Yeah, there's no way I didn't see Bad Moms. I had to see Bad Moms. I don't think I've seen part 2.
Okay, I would do it for pretty fast.
I would have to see a scene from part 1 to remember it, but y'all did them dirty on the first one. You could have put a tissue box. You could have put some a remote control. See, why y'all peeking though? You can't peek.
It's like a dragon snake.
No, but it's like a bearded dragon,
Like
right?
a little snake thing.
We're almost French kissing.
Go look at it from the other side.
It's a tail.
But why y'all
Wait a minute, can I feel what it feels like?
Me too. Is he okay?
Vanity Fair.
Just be. I mean, this has to be consensual. Is this okay?
Oh,
Oh,
sweetie.
guys, he's so cute. Does he have a name?
It's a Savannah monitor.
Savannah, like from Savannah, Georgia?
Yeah, Savannah, Georgia. That's what it is. That's what we're sending him back
You're gonna like
after
to go
this.
slow.
Wait a minute. Is it
Stop
alive?
peeking.
Yes.
Oh, it might have.
What was it?
And why
No,
did
it
you
didn't.
tell her
What was
that?
it?
Don't tell her it's alive.
Oh, is it a kitty cat?
Nope, but I don't think it likes
Is
you
it a
right
puppy
now.
cat?
But you're fine.
What is it?
With the right hand, just pet it with the right hand.
On the top?
Yep, there we go. You're perfectly placed.
Is it a bunny? It's not a bunny because bunnies can't hit.
Nope. No, but you got it. You're
What
fine
is
now.
it?
Can I touch it with you?
Yeah, but what is it?
Sweetheart.
It's got some. It's a chicken.
It's a really sweet chicken.
How'd you figure it
It's
out?
a chicken. It's a cuddle chicken. I've always wanted to meet a cuddle
I don't know if
chicken.
it's a cuddle chicken.
The pretty ones?
I don't know. I just made it up, and in my head, I know. Like, I think I know a cuddle chicken.
It's a silky chicken.
Oh, it's a silky
You're
chicken.
a silky
Type of a
chicken.
You should have
got
cut it
fur
a little
in
bit
it?
more.
Is it
You
gonna-
should have cut it.
Like, that's not giving it away.
It's cold. Feels like a duck bill. Oh, you guys, you know what this is? This is a ham.
Wow.
You're so
Okay,
good at that.
we got a cooking
Can't
mom.
stop touching it.
Get in there, girl.
No,
What is
let's
it?
Can I see your
No,
face?
no, I'm literally, my mind is like this.
Dead giveaway. Get in there.
My mind's like, what is that?
I'm not touching a what is that?
No, but it's not like a bad one. It's like a.
No, you touch it
I'm
with
with
your
her.
hand.
What is
You
it?
go with one hand, I go with the other. Are you petting it?
Yeah.
Are you really petting it? I'm not looking. I'm just looking to see if is she petting it?
Yeah.
Is she petting it?
Oh, I love it. Just put your hand in there.
Where's your hand?
Just a lot.
I hate this game.
Oh no, really?
It's your favorite.
God,
it's your
guys.
favorite.
Oh, now I'm really feeling nervous.
Who keeps
One finger, one
peeking?
finger, one
Simon,
finger.
Simon.
Yeah, go, go.
Stop looking at it.
God.
Gentle, super gentle, super gentle.
Oh God. Is it a cockroach?
No.
Is it a large fingernail?
No.
Is it a worm?
No.
Is it a small snake? Ah, it's a small snake.
No. No. No.
Is it a tail of?
It's my tail.
It's a snake. It's a worm.
It's a millipede.
Okay.
That's a millipede. There's a lot of legs.
You did a really good job.
Thanks, guys. Let me look at it.
You thought it was a roach at first. You did a
Okay.
great job.
Thanks, guys.
Hi, buddy.
Face my fears. Urine coming down my legs.
What'd I get? Bubble gum? It's nothing that can bite, right?
No.
Well,
Stop
Well,
telling
okay.
them. That's not how it works. You can't
can bite you on
go halfway fear and sometimes
I like
2% fear. You gotta go in.
That's your hint.
What is it? Is
You
it
should have
butterfly?
gave her one too. Relax.
What are you doing to it?
I don't know.
Think about the holidays.
Think about what I just gave you.
A kiss?
Okay.
A smooch?
I saw mommy kiss.
Is it a Santa Claus?
Well,
is it a
under what?
a tree?
Nope. What else do you keep things under?
Oh.
I got a lizard, and K-Bell got a mistletoe.
And I
Very
got
true.
Ham.
a big old ham.
You know what? I'm watching Bad
Sure am.
Moms today.
no.
You're okay.
Tonight.
No, I'm not okay. You're liars.
Do it.
No, you're totally fine.
This is the worst, guys.
Just go
Am I
slow.
gonna
Just
get-
go a little slowly.
Am I gonna get bit? Is it another reptile?
Well, just put your hand in, but just slowly.
Yeah, there you go, Mila.
Has anyone ever
it's
gotten-
smaller.
Don't tell her nothing.
So you have to go in a little bit more.
You gotta get in there.
God, it's another. God damn it!
Stop
This is the
peeking.
scariest thing so far. Look in the side. It's terrifying.
Do it fast. Go fast. Go fast.
Go fast?
Fast but gentle.
But super gentle. Super. Oh no. Too slow. Now go. There we go.
Is it a titty tat?
Is it a
It's
what?
a bunny.
Yeah.
Not a titty tat.
It's not a titty tat, it's a bunny.
My little bunny.
I was like, man, I should have just done that one. That one I could have done, you guys. Okay, I could have done that one. Team
It's
Vanity
a
Fair.
baby bunny.
I thought that this was.
I enjoyed it.
I am
but
sweating profusely.
Yeah.
I have a rush of adrenaline. Anyway,
I'd do it again.
me too.
I wouldn't.
2, please.
Make that 3
wouldn't do
with
it
the
again,
Capital
Lo?
One Saver card. You earn unlimited
Why, because
3%
you got the
cash back
lizard?
on dining and
Why'd y'all give her the lizard? Now she doesn't want to do it again. Of all the things you could have gave her.
It's a bunny.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
I am
But I-
sweating.
First of all, there are two people in the world who have these eyes. This doll and Mila Kunis. So again, slightly unrealistic. The straight leg down, the cankle. I think this is a little bit more realistic, at least what I'm seeing in the mirror.
I need a checkup.
Oh, guys, this is dark.
Hugs, please.
No.
Hugs, please?
No.
This is a horror
No.
film.
I have nothing against Baby Alive, but a depressed Baby Alive that needs to go to therapy? No.
What's happening down here? That's what I'm
Therapy.
always
She said
interested
I
in.
needed
It's
a
fine,
checkup.
that's fine. That's
No, but it
accurate.
looked-
She's crying. There's a tear. No. No.
This doll's gonna kill us. This doll is a murderer. First of all, she's gorgeous. She's broken. So she broke.
I broke Barbie. She's Celine Dioning this.
She's in permanent princess mode. You know what would make it better? If she had like a burger in her hand.
See, again, my kid
Good
would
idea.
have loved
That I love.
For real
I would be super stoked if this appeared in my house. I don't think it eats the chicken. It's a vegetarian tiger.
Oh, well, hello.
Oh my god, I keep wanting to pet him.
This would my kids would love this, and this would give my dog a heart attack.
Oh my god, that's so weird. I just went to the Cabbage Patch Museum, you guys, in
Is
Cleveland,
Cabbage
Georgia.
Patch back?
I never had a Cabbage Patch Kid, guys. I never did.
We were too poor. I had like
No,
somebody
me
else's
too.
Cabbage Patch Kid with glasses. Clearly not me.
Oh, they smell so good.
Yeah, there is something about this that's a little bit lo-fi, which I kind of
It's
find
simple.
sweet.
There's
no
more
batteries.
imagination, like in when they say in
Yes.
like Waldorf, like give them toys that can become other things. Like give them a scarf, and then the scarf can be a tent or a hat or a magic carpet.
Oh,
I
love these
We
things.
have so many of these.
What is
no,
that?
we have two.
Nice popping.
Nice poppin'. It's real cute. The sound is great.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Guys, this is real satisfying. What if this was a Whopper?
Chat, I'm not gonna lie to you, as much as I love them all, that's a boring idea to have them sitting there just rating and then not even good toys, just trash toys. Just rating trash toys.
Like to present yourself in a negative way and that you have this kind of dark bias that you're worse than everyone else.
Go watch Bad Moms.
This story doesn't add to
there's
that
two.
belief.
I think there's
Welcome
yeah, I
to
know
Watch
there's two.
Mojo.
I
And today
think
we're
there's
counting
three.
down our picks for the movies that we're so confident they would be good that
I
they
don't
ended
think
up
that movie
coming off
gets
as
enough credit,
pretentious. These are the movies that felt
Because I
entitled
should
to
be able to
acclaim,
remember
but
if I've
lost it in
seen
the grand scheme of
part
things.
1 and 2. Like that's how. Those are all good actresses.
Number 10,
Let's put a pin in
Megalopolis.
I work without caring what happens to either of us. So go back to the club, bear it all, and stalk the kind of people that you enjoy.
Fine.
2024 produced
What's
numerous
that about?
examples of directorial ambition at its most
He said go back
misguided,
to the
but even
club.
Emilia Perez had Oscar
Bear it
wins to
all.
back itself up, which can't be said for Megalopolis. Spending over 40 years and a veritable fortune to bring his sci-fi vision to life, Francis Ford Coppola tries to sell the movie as an accomplishment simply because it finally got made. Unfortunately, Megalopolis often requires just as much time and energy to get through. It swings for the fences by attempting to parallel the Roman Empire with the current state of politics, but the movie is a deep philosophical experience in appearance only. Between its convoluted story, lackluster CGI, and chaotic performances, it winds up getting lost in the very excess it seeks to condemn.
Wall Street slut.
It's got a lot of good
closing
actors.
bell.
Number 9, extremely loud and incredibly close.
It's fine. We're still waiting to find out what we're supposed to do. It's pretty chaotic. Firemen are supposed to be coming to
Want a vacation rental? If it's not listed on Booking.com, it's invisible to millions of travelers on.
Exploring real-life tragedies in order to better understand
You know
the
how
human
it's
condition
expensive
is
to
an admirable
travel
goal
on
for
holidays
any
like
film.
Christmas?
Extremely loud
I wonder
and
how much
incredibly
it is to
close
go
would
like
have us
on a
believe it's
random
doing
day.
just that,
Like
as
if
it
you and
portrays
your
a boy
family went
searching
on
for
vacation
closure
on
after his
Halloween
father's
Day,
death in the September 11
tickets
attacks.
to Hawaii,
The
how much
problem,
is it?
though, is that its representation of
One
trauma
of these
and
days
grief
when we're
is
streaming
undercut
and we
by
don't have a lot of
meandering
content to
script
go
and
over,
overly sentimental
we
tone,
should just
never
Google
arriving at much of a
couple
point.
ticket prices on certain days. Because of course you could buy a ticket in advance. Like
The
nobody's
story is
traveling
thoroughly
on
disconnected from its
I
inciting
don't know.
incident, with the inclusion of 9/11 feeling like a
Halloween?
blatant ploy for emotional manipulation.
I said that already,
What's
right?
worse is the movie seems blissfully unaware that it's rubbing us the wrong way, mistaking its borderline offensive portrayal of a harrowing time for open-hearted sincerity.
Just couldn't. The answering machine came on. There was a beep.
10:27 a.m.
Then I heard Dad's voice.
Number 8. Don't Look Up.
Call it 70% and let's move on.
But it's not even close to 70%.
You cannot go around saying to people that there's 100% chance that they're going to die. You know, it's just.
Well, there is 100%.
In an alternate timeline, this apocalyptic satire is probably considered
They
the
do a
signature movie of the
100%.
2020s. In this one, however, Don't Look Up
Not
is
live
both too
forever.
overzealous and too one-note for its own good. Centering around a world on the brink of an asteroid strike, the movie seeks to convey the dangers of allowing political agendas and social media to influence our thoughts.
Look, let's establish once again that there is a huge comet headed towards Earth.
While Don't Look Up has the right ingredients to criticize humanity's shortcomings from every angle, what it lacks is the nuance to make things worthwhile. The impressive ensemble cast and occasionally funny script could have made it the second coming of Dr. Strangelove, but the movie's thinly sketched characters and on-the-nose metaphor regarding climate change ultimately make it heavy-handed and condescending.
Nothing's better than
I
homemade,
understand
right?
what you're saying.
This coffee doesn't taste store-bought, is it?
I grind my own beans, yeah.
Number 7. Alexander.
For the freedom and glory of Greece!
Hey, there's something to be said for having a cast that great
Build a website you
and
love.
kind of not coming out with a classic.
For your words,
The bigger they come, the
I'm
harder
talking
they
about
fall.
Don't Look Up.
That phrase could be
Not
used to
this.
describe both Alexander the Great's empire and the movie that thought it could capture the conqueror's essence. Some figures are too big to fit onto even the biggest screens, and Alexander proves that by reducing the life of one of history's most intriguing leaders into a complete chore of a movie.
Aristotle be damned! By Zeus and all the gods, what makes you so much better than them? Cassander! Better than you really are. In you and those like you is this.
On one hand, there are the insensitive embellishments, uncomfortable performances, and downplaying of its protagonist's cruelty. But beyond that, Alexander commits one of the worst sins that any historical epic can make. It's boring. The underdeveloped action
Wait.
and languid pace amount to a watered-down version.
I didn't tell you what this is called. This is called 10 movies that think they're masterpieces but aren't. In case you haven't caught the
story,
The
and this should have been a
negative
layup for an action-packed
commentary.
feature.
Come away, liars! Liars! Oh, I hate them, all of you! Get out! Get out now!
Number 6. The English Patient.
Why did you follow me yesterday?
I'm sorry, what?
After the market, you followed me to the hotel.
Seinfeld was ahead of its time in more ways than one. Case in point, Elaine's unabashed hatred for the English Patient aged much better than the movie itself ever did.
What is everyone talking about? The English Patient, it's so romantic. God, that movie stunk.
Indeed, it's easy to see why it's just as laborious to get through now as it was in 1996. While its scale is undeniably grand, the World War II epic suffers from an inflated sense of self-importance. In other words, the appealing cast, beautiful cinematography, and non-linear narrative make the story seem a lot more dense than it actually is.
We have a house on that coast, and it has never rained blood.
No, it's all true. Herodotus, your friend.
My friend.
Take all those qualities away, and it's a bloated, thematically hollow film that's frequently out of touch with audiences. Those attributes didn't stop The English Patient from winning 9 Oscars, but that only amplifies its biggest flaws.
You idiot. I always wear it. I've always worn it. I've always loved you.
Number 5. The Matrix Reloaded.
Inside this building, there is a level where no elevator can go and no stair can reach.
While it was a gamble to produce 2 Matrix sequels back-to-back and release them 6 months apart, it certainly paid off at the box office. However, such risky filmmaking may have come at the expense of the movie's overall quality. The second chapter in particular pays a heavy price by overindulging in exposition and philosophical musings. Although Reloaded admirably continues the franchise's flair for groundbreaking action, it's also a sequel coasting off the popularity of its predecessor.
Soon the why and the reason are gone. And all that matters is the feeling itself.
Bro, you're barely speaking on movies. You're saying
So
3
tasty,
sentences.
it could make Poseidon
You need
switch
4
to a
commercials
swift,
to get this
wholly
10-minute
divine
video
taste
done?
from the Greek gods.
2 in the beginning,
Thematic
2 at the end.
implications it poses via the architect aren't as thought-provoking as you might think, because they were already spelled out in the first film. Furthermore, Reloaded is very much a setup for the next installment, leaving it in a middle ground with few directions to go in.
Hope. It is the quintessential human delusion, simultaneously the source of your greatest strength and your greatest weakness.
Number 4. Only God Forgives.
I understand what you're saying, but I think Reloaded... When you take into account that 6 months and
After
they
the pristine tour de force Drive became one of the most acclaimed movies of 2011, Ryan
not
Gosling
bad.
and director Nicholas
It's
Winding
not
Refn
Matrix 1. It's
reunited
not
for
part
Only
1.
God Forgives. At first, their follow-up seems to possess the same level of greatness, and on the surface, with its impeccable camera work and stylized action, it does. But whereas Drive created likable characters through its simple yet powerful themes, Only God Forgives takes Refn's knack for unconventional storytelling a little too far.
Julian's was never small, but Billy's was... Oh, it was enormous.
The movie turns a simple revenge story into a confusing exercise in patience, reaching for ideas it can't hope to communicate coherently in the span of 90 minutes. Refn must know something we don't, as he would follow up this divisive movie with the equally enigmatic Neon Demon.
True beauty is the highest currency we have. No, without it, she would be nothing.
Number 3. Pearl Harbor.
Well, can I ask you out?
You don't like Pearl Harbor?
And he
Well, you're just saying it's not a masterpiece, right?
James Cameron's Titanic was such a phenomenon that it was only a matter of time before the imitators started sailing in. Michael Bay's recreation of the attack on Pearl Harbor was easily the most shameless in its blend of historical tragedy and romance. We have to give credit where it's due. The climactic action sequence is admittedly a sight to behold, but Pearl Harbor expects us to believe that pulling off such a feat is enough to justify a 3-hour runtime rife with poor writing, forced acting, and glaring historical inaccuracies. In short, it's not.
See, that's what I want to come home to. That's what I want to have to think about and dream about. I want to know the best part of my life still ahead of me.
In fact, by making the attack play second fiddle to a love triangle, the movie unintentionally undermines the sense of devastation one should feel from such staggering destruction.
You kept me alive, Evelyn. You brought me home. So I'm gonna stand by my end of the deal. I'm gonna walk away, and I won't ask you for anything.
Number 2. The Tree of Life.
I get it.
The Lord gives and the Lord
That's
takes
fair.
away. That's the way he is.
Refusing to spell things can be part of a movie's appeal, and some Terrence Malick fans consider The Tree of Life a masterpiece for that very reason. But with this movie especially, it's easy to conclude that Malick's reach far exceeded his grasp, interspersing a boy's coming of age with imagery depicting the creation of the universe.
Young Jack, all I ever wanted for you was make you strong and grow up and be your own boss.
The Tree of Life may be aiming to tell the entire story of our existence within a single film, but its approach is so mind-numbingly vague that for all we know, it's actually a send-up of the pompous art house movies that film snobs hold dear. Heck, it could be both of those things at once, but if anything is clear, it's that it's clearly not a movie for everyone.
He is.
Finance a Mustang with the
Bro,
one
you
that
gotta be
builds
kidding
the
me.
Mustang.
Seriously.
Ford Credit.
You gotta relax with the commercials.
Before we
Literally
reveal our
playing
top pick,
clips of other
here are a few
content.
honorable mentions. Beyond the Sea. Kevin Spacey's Bobby Darin bio-musical is self-indulgent in the truest sense.
Somewhere
beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me.
Now You See Me. This magic-based heist is undone by an illogical twist ending.
Always a step ahead of me. And the FBI. Got past them not once, not twice, but consistently. Almost as if they were on the end.
7 Pounds. A feel-bad drama that aims for power and misses badly.
I had to be certain that you were a decent man, kind, slow to anger.
What do you want from me?
I want to give you a gift.
Mother. This might be Darren Aronofsky's most perplexing movie, and that's saying something.
Can you hear that?
The Da Vinci Code. Religious liberties aside, it's
I
still
don't
not as
think I
cleverly
agree
plotted as
7
a good
Pounds is a
conspiracy
great
should
movie.
be.
A draconian devil, a lame saint, becomes Leonardo da Vinci, the Mona Lisa.
Professor, the Mona Lisa is right over here.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel
Before
and
we
ring the
continue,
bell to
it's
get
over.
notified about our latest videos.
How many more
You
commercials
have the
you got?
option to be notified for a Kate John note.
You can put your career and mine on the line in pursuit of a just cause. Or you can admit to having an embarrassing problem of a personal nature.
We're not sure what Academy voters were watching back when this infamous ensemble drama crashed its way to a Best Picture win. Perhaps they were enamored by the array of talent that Crash assembled for its discussion of prejudice and racial tensions. Whatever the case, no amount of solid acting can account for how much potential the movie wastes on a patronizing story packed with unrealistic dialogue and harmful stereotypes.
I'm hoping that someone like yourself, someone who may have been given a helping hand, might have a little compassion for someone in a similar situation.
Carol, I need security in my office.
Given the socio-political strife of the early 2000s, writer-director Paul Haggis must have felt determined to make an all-encompassing reflection of a deeply troubling moment in history. But Crash is a deeply troubling movie for all the wrong reasons, crafting sequences and messaging that would be ill-advised regardless of when the movie was released.
You embarrass me. You embarrass yourself.
Is there a movie you think isn't as smart as it appears to be? Let us know down in the comments.
You are lying. I never hit you. You got.
Your list wasn't bad. I mean, I don't agree with a few. 7 Pounds for sure. Matrix Reloaded, I feel like I would have to watch it again. Just a little bit. I wouldn't have to see the whole thing. But, I'm looking, chat. I'm looking. Trying to make it happen here.
I don't really care for Natural Born Killers. I don't really recognize it as what I wrote. But I was mad at Oliver Stone at the time, you know, because I was you know, coming from a righteous indignation point of view of like, you can't monkey around with my stuff. Now maybe that's standard operating procedure here in Hollywood with a screenwriter, but that don't play with me. All right. Now, having said that, I said the things that I said about it, and we had a little feud about it for a little bit during the course of the movie. But it was funny. I flipped it on TV the other day, and I was watching it, and it's like, well, this is Natural Born Killers now. It doesn't matter what I wrote or whatever. This is now the movie. So it is a mute point.
Yeah. You walked out of Natural Born Killers. You wrote Natural Born Killers, but
You didn't like what he did with it?
Oliver Stone directed it. Did you hate what Oliver Stone did with your movie?
Well, I've never seen it from beginning to end.
Why?
Oh, well, because he rewrote the script and like this, you just can't do that to me. I got really
You got upset.
off. Yeah, I got
and you
really
had no
pissed
idea
off.
till you went to the screening of it.
Well, no. I knew. All right, I didn't go to a screening. The thing about it was I said, I'm never going to see this damn thing. I'm not going to see it. And then I was hanging out with Juliette Lewis, and we decided, let's go see it.
Right.
You know, and I don't think she had seen it, actually. So we just went to the movie theaters and paid to see it. And the reason you know about it is because we're watching the movie, we're 20 minutes into it, I'm getting pissed off. And she goes, let's just get the fuck out of here.
Really? She got
and people
pissed
heard
off.
it, and I got pissed off, and then she almost, but I was prepared to watch it. And she was like, let's just get the fuck out of here.
Oh, it came out in 94. It came out the same year as Pulp Fiction. No, not at all. I mean, not that I've seen it all from beginning to end. Well, and also one of the things, I'm not trying to pump myself up, but one of the things about that script in particular was I was trying to make it on the page. And so when you read it, you saw the movie.
Yes, man.
And it was like, why didn't he do at least half of that.
Right.
It was like done for him.
I understand what you're saying.
You know, there was that whole moment where actually in fact,
his
I
own
didn't
vision.
see this, but I was like the friends of mine at the video store, you know, they'd read the script for 2 years before it was ever made. And then and then they're like, "Oh my God, Quentin, there's this whole scene in the movie where Mickey is fucking Mallory, and then he like looks at a female victim who's tied up in the corner, and he starts fantasizing about her, and they go, Mickey would never do that. Right. Mallory would never cheat. Mickey would. I mean, the point of the thing is they unnaturally live for each other at the expense of everybody else on the planet Earth.
Right.
But that's presumably not why you had a punch-up with Don Murphy, the producer.
No, it had nothing. Oh no, that had nothing to do with.
Well, it wasn't you getting your revenge for
No.
what they did to your script.
That had nothing to do with Natural Born Killers. That had to do with the fact that this guy's been stalking me for 3 years, and I finally actually bumped into him.
Ah.
Yeah. But
who won the fight?
Oh, it wasn't even a fight. It was an ass whoop. All right. Yeah.
Let me see my new granddog. Say hi, Grandma. You're feeding him Blue Buffalo, right?
Now, well, it was my magnum opus, so I wasn't in any hurry. I wasn't in any hurry to finish it. I'm sure the first half. I'm sure I just kept waiting for the whole thing to fall apart, or at least the first half of it. And then in the second half, when I kind of figured out how to actually end the story from writing it, then it was just like taking it home.
Wow.
And driving it home.
And that was before Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, no, it's the first thing. Yeah, it's the first thing I ever wrote. And the thing about it, but now the thing is, I ended up basically writing my first 2 scripts, writing that script. Because simultaneously, in that very first script of True Romance is also the script for Natural Born Killers.
Ah.
So here's the deal. Now, Roger Avery is the only person who ever lived who read that version of the script.
Oh, really?
I've read it, and he read it. It's the only person alive he's the only one who ever read my original version of True Romance. Because nobody else could have read it.
Right.
All right, you know, it was so full of chicken scratch and cut up pages and taped and plastered. He was the only one who, by that point, knew my writing and my little handwriting enough that he could have actually deciphered it.
Right.
And he later, we condensed it and brought it down and we changed it around and everything. But he later typed it up. He is the guy that actually typed up True Romance for the very first time.
Wow.
So he's the one that kind of took it from its crazy Richard Ramirez's diary, right, and turned it into something
Richard
that looked...
Ramirez's diary.
Yeah,
oh my God.
That looked like his jailhouse diary, and to something that looked like a professional script. But the thing is, though, part of the thing was, so there was the character of Clarence, there was the character of Alabama. It had a more of a Quentin kind of structure. It started at a certain point and kind of went back in time, and there was the whole kind of structure of, at first, the characters know more than us. We didn't know what the hell's going on.
Right.
And then finally, there's the middle of the script where we kind of get caught up
right.
with what's going on.
But that's a little there still.
Yeah. But then there's the second half, then the third act of the script where we know far more than the characters do. You know, it's like we know about the people waiting for them at the hotel. We know about the cops, and we know about the gangsters, and Clarence doesn't know shit.
Right.
You know, and we know what they're walking into, and they don't.
Right.
And so we played with that a little bit, but it was like played with a lot. But and if you look at the movie now, I think it's actually something that there's a reason why this was in that original script, and I think it's slightly missing. I think the way Clarence carries himself in the movie, it suggests that he's an artist more than he's just an enthusiast.
Right.
But he's not an artist in the movie. He's just an enthusiast. He likes shit. He likes comic books. He likes movies. He likes stuff. Yeah. All right. But in my original version, because he's me, all right, he was an artist.
Right.
And so he's writing I'm writing my magnum opus.
He's writing
True Romance. He's writing his magnum opus, which is Natural Born Killers. And so he's living this fairy tale relationship all of a sudden out of the blue with Alabama, while he's writing this do or die, give it all mad love of 2 psycho killers that he finds so completely romantic, Mickey and Mallory. And so you would see scenes from True Romance, and they're going on, and it's going on, and then it would be punctuated by scenes from Clarence's script.
Oh, wow.
Of Natural Born Killers.
And Roger told you to take that out?
Well, it was just too much. No, I knew to take it out. I knew to take it. Was what it made the thing 3 hours long. All right. And it was also some of the funner stuff in the script. So like, well, maybe Mickey and Mallory deserve. Look, I love the idea now.
I think it sounds great.
It would be fantastic. But at the time, one, it's the thing that made it unwieldy.
Yeah.
It's the thing that made it too much.
Right. But it sounds kind of great.
It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
All right. But it's the thing that made it too much. But also, if the characters are that great, why not make a whole script about them?
Which is what you did.
Which is what I did. I kind of was trying to get points on the board at that point, so I could make. It was better to have 2 scripts,
exactly,
than one magnum opus that no one would make because it's way too long. Oh, and by the way, this is your first script you ever wrote.
And did you sell True Romance before you made Reservoir Dogs, or you made Reservoir Dogs before you sold True Romance?
No, what happened?
Or everything just happened at once?
No, everything. True Romance was always the first thing. It was like.
But did you sell it?
Because it came out
so I cut it down. So I cut the whole thing down. All right, and Roger typed it up, and so I was with him the entire time typing it up, and he wanted to produce the film, and so he didn't go off and write on it. But he's typing it up, and we're trying to make it as good as we possibly can.
Right.
So he went through the script and was like, "Well, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Can we make this? That's not such a funny joke. Things like that." So we get to those bits, and we talk them out.
Yeah.
And we talk them out and everything, and he came up with really great ideas.
Yeah.
And then finally, it got accepted at a small company called Cinetel. That made kind of high-end exploitation movies.
True Romance.
Yeah, True Romance. So they got the film, and then they got me. They hired me to do a couple of rewrites on a couple movies that they were doing, just dialogue.
You must have been so excited.
No, I was completely excited. And so they were going to do it with Bill Lustig. So he was going to do it with Cinetel. But there was an interesting thing. Cinetel had a woman, and she used to be Tony Scott's assistant. She finds out that I'm a huge Tony Scott fan. So she actually introduces me to him. So she sent him True Romance and Reservoir Dogs. So he reads it, and he goes, well, I want to do Reservoir Dogs.
Ah.
And she's like, well, that's one he wrote for himself to do, and I could tempt him, but it sounds like he's actually getting it going. So he goes, okay, well, I'll just do the other one. Well, how about the other one, True Romance?
Wow.
Well, we have that. Well, why don't we do it together?
Right.
I'll do it for you. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Now, a whole lot of stuff had to be worked out.
Oh
I mean,
God.
like Bill Lustig, I think, ended up getting paid like $100,000 to not make the movie,
right,
to go away. Tony had the piece.
Wow.
And his producing partner came to me, Quentin.
100 G's, walk away. This is ours. Let us have it. Don't put up a fight. Imagine that.
You just said Reservoir Dogs. We could now get the money to do like an $8 million version of True Romance.
Right.
And you could do it. Tony wants to do it, absolutely, but he would step back and executive produce the movie if you wanted to do it. And this is before I wrote Pulp Fiction. And frankly, the producers that had Natural Born Killers offered me the same situation before they went to Oliver Stone. And I refused both of them. And the reason I refused them was because both of those movies were written to be my first movie. And I already made my first movie with Reservoir Dogs. And it wasn't about going back in time to do something that I had written earlier. They were all written to be showy debuts.
Yeah.
Well, I did my showy debut. And now I had to do my second movie. And your second movie is not the same as your first movie. And your second movie is even more important than your first movie. And so I needed to sit down and start from scratch what my second movie would be. And that was Pulp Fiction. Tony ended up making the movie through Samuel Hadia's company.
You're right.
And so he
made the film.
Were you on
to
set
yourself
for True Romance
No,
at all?
I never showed up on set for True Romance.
Did you not want to, or was it just not the nature of it at the time that Tony...
I kind of didn't want to. I think they wanted me to. And I think they thought I was being weird. All right, and I wasn't being weird. I was.
And then when you prove that to yourself from there, your money, baby.
Well, I didn't know hell I was doing back then. So I had this little idea that it was like
keep working with writers, keep knocking.
Well, if the writer's not going to be on set every day, he shouldn't be on set at all. And maybe I didn't mean every day, but the idea is either I'm making the movie with you and we're doing it, and then I'm coming up with ideas, or you're asking me to change things for whatever, and it's all working, or else just do what you want to do.
What did you? It must have been such a trip to see that film, whether in finished form or whatever cut you saw first.
Oh, it was magnificent. I love True Romance. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
What did you think of what Brad did with Floyd?
Oh, he's amazing. I mean, and by the way, he did it. I mean, more or less the things that happen in this with Floyd in the movie, more or less happen in the script, but the character that Brad played, that's all him.
Yeah.
That's I can't take credit for that. That character is all him.
That's fair. Hey, I respect QT's honesty. If that's one thing about him, since day one, he's just an honest person. So he was sharpening his pen by the time he got to Pulp Fiction. He wrote True Romance, he wrote Natural Born Killers. Not necessarily what you see when you watch Natural Born Killers, because obviously he said Oliver Stone did whatever the freak he wanted to. But QT's been sharpening up his pen for some time now. Chat, I got to figure out how to get in one of his movies. I got to. Don't know how we're going to make it happen, but I mean, come on. You kidding me?
Throw it back, pick it up, wop it, turn around, make that ass shake, then drop it. Throw it back, pop it, pick it up, drop it, wop, wop, wop. Throw it back, pick it up, wop it, turn around.
Alright, chat. Get out.